that in Edo State, that former governor of Edo State, Senator Adams Oshiomhole, has scored Governor Monday OKpebholo high on his first months in office, saying he has set a new record in the history of governance in the state. Oshiomhole gave the assessment on Thursday while speaking to newsmen at his residence in Iyaho, Istako West local government area of Edo State, expressing satisfaction with Governor OKpebholo's pragmatic approach to governance. Oshiomhole expressed joy that Edo people can now experience true and practical governance after 8 years of former Governor Godwin Obaseki. We have in the history of Edo for the first time a governor who started making appointments from the first day in office. No day, no minutes, no seconds is lost. He also made a number of profound decisions with this few days in office. Everyone in Edo is a witness to the fact that the governor from day one kicked the ground running, appointing people into critical positions so that those sectors do not lack. For example, Justice, Health and SUBEB suburb, because the issue of basic education is very dear to his heart and you cannot suspend it for a few minutes, he said. I'm sure you were aware about the issue of OKpebholo appointing giving appointment, if I'm not mistaken, just few minutes into office. And then there's been this confrontation, there's been this issue of local government chairman, him saying they should be removed, and then court saying no, they should remain, you know, and then we're getting OKpebholo. There's just been this good, bad scenario from the time OKpebholo, you know, got into office as the governor of Edo State. But we have Oshiomhole praising him that he has actually done so well. After 1 month in office, he compared him to his predecessor, Godwin Obaseki. You know, during that OKpebholo actually did better after 1 month than his predecessor has actually done for the past 4 years. Well, I wanted to get your thoughts. Do you agree with Oshiomhole that OKpebholo has actually done well, you know, for him to get these praises from Oshiomhole?
Oshiomhole. Well, he will praise him high, no? Because he's back to power. After 8 years, he's back to power. He will praise him because he appointed his own son as the commissioner for health. At least the thing had entered his family again. He will praise him because the man wants to dissolve a legally, constitutionally, what's it called? A constitutional body, being the local government, doing the wrong thing. He will praise him in 1 month. He should also praise him for not being able to call figures when presenting budgets. You know, these politicians, they have a way of getting on people's nerves. Someone has just been there for 21 working days. 21 working days. You're praising him. So what's special about it that he made appointments on the very first day in office? Don't they have directors there in the ministries that are capable hands to, they are very capable to run the thing? So what's the commissioner's thing is just a political appointment. And he's saying he's praising them. What's he praising them for? Because he appointed the son and he's back to power. But I bet you very soon they'll fall out again. The Oshiomhole I know, or Oshiomhole that I know, they'll fall out again. That was how he was praising Obaseki. Not until the whole thing turned sour. So
it's more like being on the side of whoever is
the feeding bottle is with him now. The bottle is with him. He is in power. They've succeeded. APC succeeded in getting Edo, or winning Edo, as the case may be, and he's at the forefront of the whole thing. So right now it's as good as saying he's back as governor. Now they are back. The son was the first person they appointed, commissioner for health. I've forgotten the guy's name. Commissioner for Health, he came out to defend it. His son is qualified and blah, 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 blah. Why? His son is qualified. He's from Edo and the rest of them. But why must he be your own? Now you're praising the government.
And Victor, are you trying to say in essence that Okpebholo hasn't really done anything to deserve?
He has done well in not being able to call figures.
Okay.
He has done well. This thing, I don't even understand this thing. No, that was his language. A governor, you cannot call figures. Something that is written, you're looking at it, and you're saying he has done well. He has done well. To him, he has done well. At least this thing now, every month is something for him. I'm not accusing him though. I'm not saying. I'm just saying too. I am not saying, but I'm just saying. So these are politicians. They are funny set of people. Really funny set of people. If it's not going their way, the government is not working.
Okay.
The government is not doing good. If it's going their way, the governor is the perfect one. Let them fall out tomorrow. You know how the man is a polygamist. He's this, he's that, he's that. The same man, just like Obaseki that he brought, came out to be dragging himself, not even the former governor, dragging himself. Because you see people like, what's his name, Oshiomhole, saying some uncensored words on live television, calling someone's wife barren, and I should take such a person seriously. He's just one petty politician as far as Victor is concerned. Fine, he has grown through the ranks and everything, from being a labor leader to governor and now a senator. He has grown through the ranks, yes. But he's a petty person. So coming up to say in 21 days, I will use the word 21 working days.
21 working days.
You are now scoring someone high. Let's wait for 6 months. Because let's wait for another 1 year.
Because things that he actually mentioned that Okpebholo is doing are things that every governor that has been put into office, has been elected into office, is supposed to do. These are like this is why the people put you there. So in the aspect of health and education that he mentioned, this is where they are supposed to work on. Make sure that they are better. Like there was one time that Okpebholo actually how do I put the word? I'm always running out of words. He criticized Obaseki, his former predecessor, that the Edo Best program, the initiative that was put in place, Obaseki did not, make use of it. He did not make sure that the citizens, the Edo citizens, actually got the educational satisfaction they were supposed to get. He made mention of the textbooks that were not distributed. I don't know if I had that conversation with you. Dilapidated classrooms. He was just mentioning some schools and calling names. He gave really severe instances. Calling and saying all of that. And one of the guest I had here was saying that instead of him pointing fingers at this, why not correct them? Why not make sure you're the one that put them in place instead of labeling your predecessor a bad person? Why not do your own parts and let the people applaud you for what you have actually done, and all of that? Then let me go back to my question. The fact that Oshiomhole had to applaud Okpebholo for what he has done, is this not what he is supposed to do as a governor of a state? Is this not what every citizen of a particular state, every resident of a particular state deserves from a governor that takes over, takes the place for them? Because we put you there to head and cater for our needs.
In Nigeria here, once the governments have switched, every other thing switches. Every other thing goes to that particular end. You said you appointed a commissioner for health on the first day of work. Now, let me ask you, don't they screen commissioners no more? The assembly. He only announced the name. They were designated, or they were not even designated, they were just announced. the what's it called? Assembly will have to do their job. You won't tell me that the assembly sat that same day now and approved.
Screened him.
You understand me? Or they superb this thing. That's why they have directors. That's why they have permanent secretaries. You're supposed to. They have a transition what was it called? Period. He's even supposed to have a complete list, a complete team to work with. So having just commissioner for education or whatever for health, is that one enough? That period of 3 months, you're supposed to have your team on ground waiting to hit the grounds running. Since they are praising him, he was supposed to announce every commissioner's this thing from urban down to chieftaincy, human affairs and everything. So, but now, see, you know that this thing is so political. The very first appointment you made was your, permit me to use the word, godfather's son. When you go through the lines, you know that the 3 or whatever appointments he has made, they are all linked one way or the other to Oshiomhole. His son, some aides and all others. So they're saying they are just appointing 3 and you're saying he has done what nobody has done in Edo State. It's a shame. 3 months is enough to draft your full team. See, let's take Donald Trump for an example now. They have their Secretary of State. They have so many this thing now that it's not yet time. I think it should be, is it January also?
January.
3rd. Yeah, January. They have already had their team, at least 70% of the team. Here you're having a minute and you're telling me you've done, the man have done what nobody have done. Yes, he has done what nobody have done now. Which governor have gone to the assembly this and he's mistaking figures, telling the world that this thing is hard though? If figures are hard, then how will he now govern? These people, they should stop playing with us. It's really, really, really wrong. It's really wrong. So since he's saying the guy have done it, no wahala, let him enjoy his government and leave us.
Quickly, Victor, that's so funny. Well, I would love you to elaborate where you talked about the godfatherism. You know, the fact that Okpebholo put in people that are related to Oshiomhole. How does that correlate in terms of politics? Does that mean that if I want to get into politics as a journalist, if I have a godfather, it's very easy for me?
Of course.
Even though I don't have the qualification.
Of course.
Okay.
What was Okpebholo's qualification? Have you checked this thing? What was his qualification? Not on national TV or live television that will start saying things. Maybe after now you pay me, I'll tell you. On a norm, what's his qualification? A man that cannot even speak good English. And you're telling us he's qualified. We're seeing godfatherism play in every end here. Let's take Rivers State for an example. When the former governor, in the person of E.N. Wike, brought, what's his name? Siminalayi Fubara.
So are you saying that Governor Fubara wasn't elected as a governor of
well,
state?
Someone sold him to us.
Sold in what extent?
Someone sold him. Someone marketed.
The election was actually done.
No, election was done. Yes, but someone. Let's not pretend or let's not shy away from the truth here. Let's be Nigerians now.
Okay.
Now, someone sold him to us. We don't know this guy that much. Let's use the word that much. Someone sold him to us. This person is good. This person will take over from me, the legacy and everything. You understand? He sold him. We bought the ideas and we voted.
Okay.
So he was voted in by Rivers people.
Okay.
Now let's come to where the godfatherism now played in. Commissioners. It was the other one that had all the commissioner slots. And he said they were the ones that he used to deliver the present governor. Essays, down to even ADC.
No, at least you agree with the fact that there was a election and
I'm not saying, yes, I said someone sold him. Just the way I am here now, I can go out and say, this lady, she's good, she's this, she's, you understand me? She should be made maybe the chief press secretary to, you understand? And by the time you get there, I'll now tell you, your PA, your secretary, your this, all will come from me.
Okay.
I am now your godfather. I call the shots. You don't do anything without telling me. If I don't give you the permission, you won't do it. And that will affect your job. So right now, see, in the case of Edo State, we will not shy away from it. Oshiomhole sold or marketed, what am I even saying? He presented Obaseki then to Edo people. They bought the idea, they bought the guy, and they voted him in. And he wanted to impose whatever he wanted to impose, and they fell out. Boy and Oga, they fell out. And the guy did the second tenor. Through the help of this other, our person here too, that helped him, in the person of ENWK too, that helped him. During, if you remember the whole, what's it called then, where Ganduje, or what's that his name, they were having a billboard in Benin, you know, this dollar saga thing. That was how Obaseki came back on board. He now fell out with even his own deputy. Because godfatherism too, you know, this godfatherism thing, when you're there, you want to be a godfather too. He fell out with his deputy. They impeached the guy finally got back with the court and everything. But he didn't really enjoy the government. So we should not lie to ourselves that Monday, what's that? OKpebholo is not a godson to...
A godson, isn't it supposed to be in essence of someone that is being looked up to in the political sector?
Yeah, you look up to him now. You have to follow. You have to follow his.
You get directions from.
So that's what we're saying now. You get directions. He directs you. Put this person there. Put this person there. Do this one. Do this one. That's the one. You will not work. So that's like him being governor in proxy again. So it's just this godfather thing won't end. Let's just put it that way.
Well, thank you on that. Well, I don't want us to get further because if I ask you,
we'll start dragging.
yes.
I will drag now.
Let's